What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Kev on Stage, and it's time for Dear Kev on Stage. Today's question reads, Dear Kev on Stage, I've been dealing with depression and cutting and things of that nature. I have grown up in the church, so I'm fully aware that my body is a temple. I've done the prayer and Bible reading, but I feel very stuck. When I talked to a member at my church, they told me I should be ashamed and I know better. I just wanted to hear your views on it and what I should do because I'm struggling and wanted some guidance. Thank you in advance. Depressed fan. By the way, I love your videos. Thank you so much for writing, especially about something as serious as this. Here's the thing about depression and mental illness. For some reason, there's a stigma in the Black community, and sometimes more specifically, or not more specifically, but also in the Black church. But here's the easiest answer to your question. If you had pneumonia, or if you broke your leg, or if you had bronchitis, or, you broke a finger, fell off your bike and broke your arm or leg, would you go to a member of your church and say, hey, I've got pneumonia, I've got something going on in my heart doesn't feel right, or I can't take full breaths. I try to take a breath, but I can't take a full breath. No, you would not go to a member of your church. Why? Because they are not a trained doctor. They are a God-fearing, loving Christian person, but they're not a doctor. They didn't go to medical school. They didn't go to residency. They didn't practice or anything like that. So asking a lay person about how to deal with depression, it's not the wisest thing because they're not the person who has the answer to that. Depression is a mental illness. It's a medical thing. And just like any other thing, there's nothing wrong with prayer. Totally believe you should pray and read the Bible, and you should also seek a doctor because some things only a doctor can help you with. And there's nothing wrong with going to see a doctor. Just like a person who has marriage problems. Yes, you can pray, and you should read your Bible, absolutely. And I would also encourage you to see a trained professional, a marriage counselor, a specialist, things like that. There's nothing wrong with seeing someone who is trained in the area in which you need help. I personally don't know much about depression or cutting or why we suffer from depression or why people cut, but I know it's something that people do. And I know enough to say, hey, go seek that guy who has studied and all of that, because some of these things are outside of your control. So the church members and the pastors, they're just doing the best they can. And sometimes they don't know any better. And so they just tell you, you don't know any better, because it's sometimes better to tell somebody, you know what, that's wrong, than to say, I don't really know how to deal with that. I think you should seek a trained professional. So that's what I would do. I have friends who suffer from depression, and most of them, and bipolar disorder, things like that. And most of them only get better with prayer, Bible reading, and seeing a doctor. And some who are not Christians at all, just see a doctor. Same way a doctor can help you with a broken arm, pneumonia, things like that. So that would be my advice. Seek a trained professional and follow their advice and continue to read your Bible and pray and serve the Lord with gladness. And I hope you get better. It's your boy, Kev on Stage. See you tomorrow.